Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we are jumping into the final season of Series 34 and the Horizon Retro Wave update. We're jumping into spring to take on this week's Forzathon challenges, Future of Mid, grabbing ourselves 160 Forza points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. As always with the weekly Thursday update video, we will be checking out this week's Forzathon shop and all of the festival players rewards and restrictions available this week. So if you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing, smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. Let's do it then. Let's get this week's Forzathon challenges Future of Mid complete, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Rocky Beginnings. Own and drive the 1981 BMW M1. This got off to a rocky start. BMW initially partnered with Lamborghini to build a car for Group 5 homologation. However, Italian design were eventually brought in to finish the project. So this is the vehicle we're going to be using for this week's Forzathon challenges, the 1981 BMW M1, which can be picked up at the auto show for 585,000 credits. Now the tune I'm using in today's video is up for download, but I would suggest not adding any upgrades until at least Chapter 3. If you do wish to use this tune, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631. Share codes for tunes, as always, in the description and in the comments below. Own and drive then. Hop outside any festival site or player house. Drive a couple of seconds down the road. And Rocky Beginnings complete. So with Chapter 1 complete, it is on to Chapter 2, Form and Function. The 1981 BMW M1 showcased a unique blend of design and engineering. This Italian designer sculpted the car's exterior, while the power comes from a BMW 3.5-litre inline 6. Let's use all 277 horsepower to win a road race. So any road race will do, sprint or circuit. It's entirely up to you which one you use, but for me in this video I'm going to be jumping on down south and I'm going to be using the Sierra Verde Sprint, where as always I've got a cheeky blueprint ready to go if you wish to use it, called Forzathon Chapter 2 and locked the BMW M1. Just search my gaming tag Skippy4631, share code 286843683. Now because I'm saving adding upgrades for Chapter 3, so I'm in a completely bone stock BMW M1 and the driving type difficulty won't affect the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, I'm going to bring it down to Tourist because there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. Here we go then. This is probably a terrible idea using a completely bone stock M1, but like I say, I want to save adding any upgrades for Chapter 3, but as it is on Tourist, we are, well, blasting our way off into the lead. All we've got to do is get to that finish line in first place. Here we are then, final checkpoint, 96% complete, coming up to the finish line, and that is first place. And then head on back to free roam and Form and Function complete. So with Chapter 2 complete, it is on to Chapter 3, Future Proof. The 1981 BMW M1 was the first mid-engine car the German automaker ever mass-produced, paving the way for future iconic models like the i8 plug-in hybrid sports car. Let's bring it up to today's standards by spending 20,000 credits on upgrades. So it's at this point I'm going to jump in and go ahead and add my tuning setup to my BMW M1, which is going to set me back way more credits than I need to add to the car at 70,800. Once we've done that, we just pop back to free roam, future proof complete. So with Chapter 3 complete, it is on to Chapter 4, Photogenic. Only 399 were available for public purchase. This limited production run, combined with iconic design, makes the 1981 BMW M1 a highly sought after collector's item. Put it in front of the camera by earning 3 stars at Speed Traps. We're going to keep it easy. We're going to go for the Los Arboles speed trap. Of course, you don't have to use this one. You can use any speed trap within the Forza Horizon 5 map. But this one has just a 3-star objective of 140 miles per hour. Okay, so let's do it. 3 stars from speed traps. Even being in Class A, the BMW M1 should be more than capable from getting 3 stars from the Los Arboles speed trap. Once you're around this corner, get it up through the gears, get that power down, and get through that camera. And as we blast through the Los Arboles speed trap at 148 miles per hour, that is 3 stars and Chapter 4 complete, which also finishes off this week's Forzathon challenges, Future of Mid, collecting 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our spring hot season. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. Two absolute icons in this week's Forzathon shop, the Ferrari F50 and the Ferrari F40. Both cars can be picked up at the auto show, the F50 for 2 million credits and the F40 for 1.2 million credits. Vanity items this week for Reed Ruder's Bear Relax Fit T, the Horizon Raptors hoodie, and the Get to the Chopper emote. 75 Forzathon points for each of these. As always, any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Let's jump back to the playlist and check out all of this week's rewards and restrictions. Alrighty, for the spring hot season, 72 points up for grabs in total. Brand new to the Forza franchise and Forza Horizon 5, it's an exclusive car, the Citroen BX4TC. Just 20 points completion to grab you that box on wheels. And then for 40 points completion, another box on wheels, the GMC Cyclone, a hard to find car. This week's online trial will grab you the Ferrari 365 GTB. Car restrictions for this one, Rare Classics B700. Just the one event lab this week, reward the Algi Quattro. Car restrictions, Retro Supercars S1 900. 3 PR stunts on this week's festival playlist, a danger sign and 2 drift zones. Going to grab you 3 super wheel spins upon completion for all 3 PR stunts. Car restriction, any BMW A800. Just 2 Series Championships on this week's festival playlist. Pop up and down. Going to grab you the Porsche 944. Car restriction, any car with pop-up headlights in A800. And the Series Championship Night Riders, going to give you the Ford Escort RS. Car restrictions, Retro Hot Hatch C600. Challenges for this week, 1 Treasure Hunt, Suspension of Disbelief. Going to grab you 100,000 credits upon completion. And a photo challenge, Flight Ready. Going to give you a clothing item, the White Snake helmet. Final week for Series 34 Rivals, your last week to get in your quick lap times. And then finishing things up with the DLCs, the Rally Adventure Events 1 Speed Zone, giving you about the Super Wheel Spin, Car Restrictions Classic Rally B700, and the Easy GTZ, giving out the Ford GT70, Car Restrictions again, Classic Rally B700. And then we have the Hot Wheels events, 1 Drift Zone Ice Cauldron, giving out a Super Wheel Spin, Car Restrictions Retro Saloons B700, and Hammering the Gas Season Championship, AMG Hammer Coupe up for grabs, Car Restrictions Retro Saloons B700. But there we go, some pretty tasty events available in this week's spring playlist. Make sure you are grabbing the points though to grab that Citroen BX4TC, very interesting car indeed, and of course the GMC Cyclone. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing, like button, share with a friend, stay safe, and I'm out.